It's the Pacers, and they're doing business on the road. It's an interconference NBA matchup. A time-honored tradition. The NBA on 2K Sports. Sunday night hoops action. Delighted to have all of you with us here tonight. This is Kevin Harlan with Greg Anthony and Clark Kellogg and our sideline reporter, David Aldridge. Taking a look at Oklahoma City. A great start of the season for them, playing very well so far.
And when I look at Oklahoma City, they've had some success in the early part of this season. It looks like we can expect more of the same form they showed last season.
You know, I was thinking they might improve some, but at this early stage, it appears as though they're the same season from a year ago. But nonetheless, that's a pretty good squad.
And let's get a quick pregame update from David Aldridge, who had a chance moments ago to talk with head coach Nate McMillan.
Well, guys, he told me they're up against a team that really finishes strong at the rim, and he wanted to get that point across to his players. He wants them to protect the rim with every bit of energy they've got throughout this entire contest. Let's see if they're up to it, Kevin.
Thank you, David.
And, you know, talking about pace, the Pacers have sped theirs up the last 3 seasons now. They were the 6th slowest team back in 2013. Last season, they were in the top 10 fastest. Here we go.
It'll be the Thunder off the tip. Now a chance, courtesy of Gatorade, all fueled up and ready to go. The starting 5 on the floor. And so in the game for the Pacers, Teague and Monte are the guard set. George and Young are the forwards. And it's Turner in at the pivot spot, manning the middle. Here's Sabonis. It's hauled in by George. And a big part of playing faster is about personnel. The Pacers with a more mobile front court and a lot of athleticism on the wings.
Well, it's really where the league seems to be going, and I love it as a basketball fan. Up-tempo, high-octane pace of play is entertaining. When you look at the Pacers, despite their quicker, smaller lineup, they still do a good job of rebounding the ball. Still in the top half of the league in terms of rebounding percentage last season.
6 on the shot clock. Oberson. 1 up, 1 down. 2 points with his first shot this game.
Excellent execution of the plan there.
And so here is Indiana. Last game matchup with the Suns, a tough loss there.
And really, given how they performed offensively, guys, they just never had a chance.
Yeah, and you can see their frustration growing and growing as they continue to come up empty on their possessions. By the end, they were just happy to watch the clock wind down and move on.
And here are the Pacers now, following the score by Oklahoma City. Teague kicks to Turner. And too long on the shot.
That's a huge part of what they want to do defensively. Limit his easy chances inside.
Young with the steal. It's George on the wing. And that comes off the assist by Jeff Teague. George has got himself on the board with 3 there.
And Teague knew that he would be open there. Great patience and vision from the point man.
It's good, and he drew contact on the shot, so he will go to the line. A 3-point play chance here. So we'll see Russell Westbrook go to the line here. It's on Jeff Teague. Every year they'll always put out an NBA survey of who is the toughest to guard. No surprise that Russell Westbrook is almost always at the top of the list in those surveys. He just, Greg, strikes fear in opposing defenders.
And Kevin, it's a result of several factors in terms of why he tops that list. He has the game and the body to punish you for all 4 quarters, and he never lets up in his intensity. And also a knack for putting players who are caught sleeping on posters. It is both physically and mentally draining guarding a guy.
Ooh!
That's how you attack. Wow.
Oh, man. my.
I tell you, he's playing the game with pure excitement right now.
He capped off that dunk with some serious hang time on the rim.
Yeah, just couldn't contain himself. Couldn't control himself there.
That was a nice replay brought to you by Kia. Sabonis, the pass to Oladipo. No good on the 3. Indiana's gone 2 of 4 from beyond the arc to start the game. And a wide open look here for Ellis. And the Pacers can't get it to go. Westbrook passes to Sabonis. The Thunder have made their only other free throw attempt today in an earlier trip to the line.
And 74% has been the mark for them on the season thus far.
You know, they've really put themselves behind the 8 ball in so many of their games because they just have not been able to knock down those foul shots.
Catching up on the changes for Oklahoma City. Cantor, he's checked in for Adams. Laverne comes in for Sabonis. Jeremy Grant, he's checked in for Andre Robertson. And Abrinas subbed in for Oladipo. They set the pick. And Brooks, here we go. Here's Allen, and Grant sends it back. Oh, and a fast break for Oklahoma City. Here's Westbrook. Second chance shot. Abrinas the pass to Cantor. Westbrook wide open. He fires. Westbrook missing again. Brooks. The shot comes out. And Russell Westbrook, a guy who has faced some criticism. Also a guy who is extremely critical of himself.
It's tough, and I'm still learning every night to be able to come out, to know when to score, to know when to pass, to know when to be aggressive, to know when to slow down. It can be
Well, you have to love the competitive attitude, the desire to be great, not just for himself, but for his teammates, too.
And the emphasis on winning. That's why so many people in the league feel that it's just a matter of time before Westbrook puts those finishing touches on his game.
And off we go, a close game now starting the second quarter. What stands out to you from Oklahoma City in this one?
I tell you what, defensively, they have been in tune with one another, as intense as I've seen.
Yeah, nice job helping out on the rotations and drives, doing really good work at the defensive end.
They've got Laverne. He's out there with Grant. Kristen out there with Enes Kanter. That's the lineup out there for the Thunder. Abrinas the pass to Laverne. And here we can now take a look at how the ratio was between the 3s and the 2s last season for the Pacers.
It seems like they found a nice middle ground here. There's some long range, some inside the arc. That kind of offensive versatility makes it really tough for a team to defend.
That free throw good from Laverne. And some changes here for the Pacers. George is checked in for Lavoy Allen. And Robinson III comes in for Rodney Stuckey. And it's Ellis in for Aaron Brooks.
And among NBA bigs, he is known for his ability to deliver at the free throw line.
Basket good. George has got 5 points so far.
Boy, I tell you what, the touch that George has on these interior shots, that's something to see. I mean, he's very comfortable down there in the low post.
And Kanter throws it down.
And guys, right now, the defense mentally not there. Can't afford too many of those in a close game like this.
Yeah, Jay, you're right. Almost a free run for him there.
Momentum can swing on plays like that, Kevin, especially when the finish has that much thunder on it.
And we've got an update here, so let's check in with David Aldridge reporting from the sideline.
Well, Kevin, we know that the Thunder hired Billy Donovan as its new head coach. In his 2 decades at the University of Florida, he led them to 2 national titles with players like Al Horford and Joakim Noah. A defensive-minded coach, he's developed into a great offensive mind. And fellas, that's what he's trying to bring to OKC, moving the floor, as he calls it, creating space for their great scorers to operate.
Ball movement, player movement, that's where the league is going, DA. Thanks. There's the pick. It's George on the wing. Shoots a 3. Bangs home the trifecta. He's got 8.
Well, I think you have to crowd George's airspace beyond the arc. Can't give him any room back there. If you don't crowd him and invade his space, he's shooting it every time, and he's going to make most of it.
The game has been very close in a lot of areas, but rebounding has been the one differentiator thus far.
And, Greg, we've seen it time and time again in games. Effort and determination on the glass can make up for a lot of other weaknesses.
Shot clock at 6. And it's off target. Not sure why he took that one. The Thunder with the lead. And Kristen kicks to Laverne. Pass to Kristen. There's the triple. Sinks the three-pointer. Kristen's got his first 3 points of the game.
That's the kind of D that you're not going to find success with, guys. They've got to get a hand in the face.
2 seconds separating the shot clock and game clock. Down low. Got a piece of it. Stolen by Grant.
I'd like to see him use a little clock here.
I agree with you. Milk the clock with this possession. That's what they've got to be doing.
And when the size advantage is as big as it was there, I mean, that's exactly what he's supposed to do in that situation.
Now Ellis. Outside, George. Offensive rebound, Jefferson. And it's good, but hold on. The officials may want to look at that one on the replay monitor. And we are not going to halftime just yet. Officials signaling they are going to review the tape.
And the replay center out in Secaucus delivering the footage. And guys, it sure looks like the shot left his hands just a moment too late.
Yeah, this one pretty clear cut. I don't think there's much question about it. He didn't get it off in time. I'm sure the officials are going to agree with that.
And they've seen enough. The basket will not count. The quarter has come to an end before the shot.